Hey guys, as usual, once you're logged in, you should be saying here. My mom said she was going to come to this one too. So, mom, if you're here, say here. Throw on some background music so we're not being weird. Hey, Camilla. Hey, Kevin. Kevin, your class doesn't start until 10:30, all right? So come back later. I got to talk to NYU because I'm missing a lot of work from them. Camilla, you don't have anything filled out on your notes from yesterday, so if you weren't here in class yesterday, you got to make this up, right? Hey, Zaya. We didn't start day 11 yet, Zaya, so you could just wait a sec, okay? Most students actually haven't submitted day 10 yet, so I gotta talk to some people real quick. Hey, Miss Sui. I'm just checking off people who completed their work yesterday, trying to address some kids that didn't show up and how to move forward with that. Guys, once you're here, say here in the comments. If you can let people know, I'm gonna send a remind out in about 3 minutes. All right, guys, it says there's 5 people in here. Just have Camilla and Zaya marked present. So if you could let me know that you're here. Ruby, I have you. I'm also checking work to just let people know who didn't submit yesterday's notes. It was day 10 yesterday. All right, I got Wilson. I got Gabby. I got Aaliyah. Guys, I'm seeing a big issue with our class of not submitting yesterday's notes. I know we were missing a few people. So if you can go on day 10, if you're finished, hit submit. All right, I got Ange. I got Leslie. Okay, Leslie, it's cool if you guys have stuff to do. The work is still due at 4:30 today, all right? So thanks for checking in with us, though. Tyron, got you. So that's 9 people that I have. If you haven't said here yet, please say here. Catherine, I got you. So far I have Camilla, Zaya, Ruby, Wilson, Gabby, Aaliyah, Ange, Leslie, Tyron, Catherine. I got Carlos. I got Nathaniel. Still only 12. Dennis, I have you. Nathaniel, just take a deep breath, bud. You know, we're all feeling it. Try not to stress. No way, I have you, bud. This is 19 people. Not everyone has checked in yet. Hey, JJ. All right, guys, we need to submit attendance for each class. So this will be, you know, the last couple minutes I'm going to give you to say here. I logged in early so that I could start this process. So if you are here, you need to say here right now. And then we're going to submit what we have for attendance. That's great, Wilson. You have a gym close enough to your house that you can play? I'd have to go outside and walk. All right, Moses, I see you. Yep, Miss Sui, it goes into Power School. You know, I'm almost done making an actual list. I can just send you a picture if you want. They should also be putting it on Google Classroom each day. I would wait maybe to submit it until the end of class. Let's see who we're missing though. All right, guys. So I'm gonna just go through and say who's missing. So if they're here and you can contact them, maybe you've texted them this morning. That's gonna be really annoying all class. Google Classroom giving me alerts. All right, so we're missing. I haven't seen Brian, Ashley. Dennis is here. Steph, I haven't seen Steph yet. Steph, if you could give a comment that you're here. Catherine's here. Tyron's here. Noe is here. I haven't seen Marianne. Aaliyah's here. Angie's here. Isaiah, I haven't seen. He's commenting on stuff, but I haven't seen him. JJ's here. Angela, I haven't seen. Oh, Marianne, I got you. Saya's here. Gabby's here. Wilson's here. Carlos, Ruby. I haven't seen Jonathan yet. Jonathan, are you here? I haven't seen Aquan or Jess here. So one more time, the people that I'm missing, if you're in this chat, you need to say hello, or we are calling home because you are not attending. Hey, Marianne, or sorry, hey, Ange, I got you. All right, so Brian, oh gosh. Sorry, Google Classroom is going to keep giving me notifications all morning. All right. So if anyone has a contact for Brian, he's missing. Ashley is missing. Steph, I saw you in Google Classroom, but so last call for those people. Yeah, Stephanie wrote here on Google Classroom, but she's not in the chat. So it's Aquan, Jessier, Jonathan. My dog's being crazy, sorry. Isaiah. Stop. I'm gonna kick him out of here. Isaiah said he's on his way. Okay, I don't want to start without anyone. The second thing on my list after attendance was that most of you are on Remind, but some of you are not. So I wanted you to take a second to send me a message on Remind. So because my number says there's only 60 people on my Remind, but there's 76 students in the 7th grade. So let's take a minute. On Remind, I'm going to put my class code right to the side so that you guys can see. So the class code is at C. Mitchner. If you could just send me a message. Because everyone will be using Remind. Sorry, it says I was lagging for a minute. My dog keeps kicking me and he's going to get kicked out of this room in a second. So one more time, guys, we did attendance. Missing 7 people. Up, Ashley's here. We're missing 6 people. For everyone else, your next step is to send me a message on Remind right now. because I'm missing quite a few people on Remind, and it's been the best way that Miss Lund can get out updates and all your teachers can get out updates. So everyone needs to send me a message right now on Remind. I hear my phone going off. Good. Gabby, you said you were here too. Sorry, I missed you too. All right, so far, Camilla, I've got a note from, and Angie, I've got a note from. I should be seeing more Remind notifications to prove and show me that you guys are in. Some of you are under parents' names and don't have an account for yourself. Steph, I got you. So we're still missing 5 people: Brian, Isaiah, Jonathan, Jessier, and Aquan. Yeah, Catherine, you should be able to send me one. You've been talking to me and sending messages, so I think you're good. Again, I'm just missing some students from this class on Remind. So if you aren't using Remind, you need to make the change today and add us. Okay. So right now it says I have 64 people in. That means I'm missing 10 people across the board. Aaliyah, if you can't send a message, that's fine, but just can you give me a thumbs up that you're receiving messages? Then Carlos, that's fine, as long as you guys can give me a thumbs up that you're receiving messages live, because this is probably our biggest way to stay in contact with you guys. So either shoot me a message right now, like 3 of you have, or give me a thumbs up that you can't reply to me because of your settings on here, but you're getting my messages. Today, we're just having another staff meeting to talk about some issues we're having and people we haven't contacted. So I really want to make sure that I have everything covered and I have easy ways to communicate with y'all. Nathaniel, I got your message. Moses, I got your message. Wilson, you've been messaging me all morning, so I got you. And if you're blocked, you're just saying thumbs up that I have Remind, I'm getting messages, I know what's going on. Like Tyron, you should be sending me a here message since you've talked to me this morning. All right, while people are doing that, the biggest thing is that we have had class online Friday and we had class online yesterday. The attendance wasn't great yesterday, and I know that was because many of you were going to pick up technology at school, and that's fine, but you still need to make the work up. So yesterday we read Act 2, Scene 4, I believe. I'm sorry about that noise. I'm gonna mute my computer. And we filled out day 10 notes. If you weren't in class because you were out and running errands with your family or going to pick up a computer, the best thing you could do is you could just go back on YouTube and watch NYU's class. And then you can pause it, do the work with us at some point today. All right. I got Moses saying he sent me a message. He's good. Dennis said he sent me a message. Thank you. All right. Camilla said she's good and getting messages. Dennis says he's good. All right. So day 10 should have been completed yesterday, and you should have wrote if you attended the class. We're going to move to day 11, but we need to take our reading quiz first based on what we read yesterday. Now, if you didn't read, obviously I don't want you to take and fail the quiz right now, so don't submit it. But if you guys are on the stream, I posted a quiz that says Act 2, Scene 4, and only one person turned it in. And, well, let me see who that is. But it was Aquan. Good job. So he took the quiz and submitted it. We're going to move on now to day 11, so you guys can start to log in. Again, if you missed day 10, it's kind of on you to figure out what's a good time for you to do that. Maybe it's at the end of your school day today. Maybe it's like later on tonight, like at 7 or 8 o'clock. That's fine. But about half of you I was going through did not complete it. So it was like Aaliyah, Ange, Angela, Ashley, Aquan, Brian, Camilla, Gab. So if you didn't finish day 10, that's kind of on you to figure out time. Dennis, can you send the SparkNotes link? Yep, I'll send you the link so we can get started. My dog is getting annoyed with me talking. Today we're going to read Act 2, Scene 5, but not just yet. So there's a journal today. Can somebody tell me what the journal says? Wait, stop. Kick him out. I thought he would be good and take a nap in here. So if anyone's in today's notes, so if you just came into the conversation, all we did was attendance, remind, check. If you're not on remind, you're supposed to send me a message on remind. We talked about what we did yesterday in class, and now we're opening day 11. Put my question again in the chat so you guys can see. So my question was, what is our day 11 journal? Just so you guys know what you should be working on right now. How is your current setting and characters around you shaping what your day looks like? Yeah, so the character around me right now is my dog Fitz, and he is shaping what my day looks like because I have to take him outside and I have to give him attention and love, or else he's gonna be annoying, right? He's a little kid. And for Misui, right, like being at home with her son, that's shaping what her day looks like. That's what she would write about. So for you guys, I'm just going to start to open your notes and see what you're writing. How many lines do you guys should you write? 10? Yeah. Seeing nobody have a conversation back with me today. One line, Carlos. Good job. Yep. All right, I'm going to start opening people's notes. I'll give you like 4 minutes to write this one today. All right. So how are the characters around you shaping what your day looks like? Like this dummy right here. Fitz, come here. All right, I gotta kick him out. Hold on 1 second. All right, you gotta go, bud. You gotta stop. You're just playing. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Bye. I really thought he was gonna just take a nap and hang out. All right, let's see. Who should we randomly call on? Misui, give me a name. Any name. Let's just read somebody's journal. And what happens when you rub his belly? Normally he calms down, Dennis, but not today. All right, day 11. Misui just called on Carlos. It feels like we're back in class again. All right, Carlos, let's hear about how your day is impacted by your setting or being at home and the characters around you. And then Miss Sui says she wants us to call on Katie. All right, it's loading. My Wi-Fi is slow. All right. Carlos is going to get a 1 out of 10 because he wrote no one, and I'm going to do nothing today. So not quite what we're looking for, Carlos. So you should go back and try that again. Let's try Katie, see how she's doing. You haven't started yet? All right, guys. Start typing. Miss Sui, I agree. Really? So guys, Catherine mentioned like the characters around her, right? Character is her sister. That's impacting her, right? This would show how my day looks like by her being annoying. I agree, right? Siblings. I'm sure a lot of you are dealing with that right now. All right. Just gonna keep clicking and seeing how people are doing here because journal time's not going well today. I really hope my mom isn't watching this. She's probably like, "What are you doing, Corlin?" She told me she was gonna log into today's class and watch us. Aaliyah's mentioning like her current setting is her bedroom, right? That's specific enough for you guys to write about. My current setting is my office, and it impacts how my day looks because this is like a more focused, quiet place for me to be. If I was in my room, right, I probably wouldn't be as focused because it has like my bed I could take a nap in, it has the TV and a lot of things that could distract me. Tyron, you don't need a microphone because you're not talking, you're typing. All right, let's pick like 2 more random people. We should have way more than the amount that I'm seeing now. I'm seeing most people only have like 1 or 2 lines written. Call on you, Wilson. You have a good journal? Okay. Angela said, I don't have any characters around me currently. I mean, my mom made me breakfast and she's making sure I'm fed. My current setting is my bedroom. I'm comfortable in my bed. That is exactly what we need, but keep typing, all right? You're not at 10 lines yet. All right, and then Wilson, you'll be our last one for today. And then we're going to start to read because we are halfway through class and we haven't read yet. And again, guys, our attendance has gone up in here. So if you are Aquan, Jasir, Jonathan, Isaiah, or Brian, and you've not said that you're here, you need to say that because we have marked you absent for today. So you need to say here if you're in this stream right now. All right, Wilson said, he's loading. Jonathan, you made it. Great. So we only have 4 people absent right now. It's good numbers. All right, Wilson. Wow. See, this is exactly what we need to see. This is called exemplar work. This is the level that you guys should be typing. I mean, I don't know what he wrote, but he said, my setting for the next 2 weeks is my house. And the characters that are going to be surrounding me for the next 2 days are going to be my mom and my brother. I think it's going to show that, but I love them both. And it's just the 3 of us vibing for the next 2 weeks. I agree, right? This is crazy. But I overall think I'm going to be okay. And I'm just going to feed on sandwiches for the whole 2 weeks. Anyway, I'm just happy because I'm playing Pokemon Ruby and I beat Brawly, the gym leader. So yeah, I'm happy. Oh, cracking up. That's funny. All right. So journal should be done. We're gonna move to partner read. And by partner read, it's Miss Michener reading by herself. Creative ways around this, but I'm all you got. So I'm gonna put the link to what you guys should be reading. Before we read though, can somebody just kind of tell us what we read yesterday. What was the most important thing about yesterday's scene? Carla said, I don't have a partner. Yeah, me neither. I told my wife, I said, you should come in here and read with me. And she said, maybe when I get a little more bored. She's working right now. All right. So in the comments, guys, what was the big idea that we read yesterday? Who had a conversation and what's the plan? Yep, Catherine's right. The nurse. The nurse and Romeo had a conversation. Good. No, Tyrone, Romeo, and Juliet did not have a conversation. And what did they decide is the plan? There's two parts of the plan that we need to talk about. Romeo was talking to the nurse about having a plan to meet up with Juliet, yeah. Where are they nice to Romeo? Carlos, you're right. There's definitely some trust happening. Catherine, yes. The way this plan will work is that Juliet will tell her parents she's going to confession at church, but really, she's going to get married. Ashley, you're so right. Yesterday, another important part was that Tybalt, at the start of the act, he had challenged Romeo to a fight, and they were talking about it, but nothing else really happened there. Leslie, for now, while we very much enjoy a play-by-play of where you are on this lovely day, we're only going to be talking about the text because we have 30 minutes left and we got to start reading. Thank you, Wilson, for that. Thank you, Noe, for that. All right, so that means y'all are ready to start reading. Could somebody copy and paste our first question in our YouTube chat so we know what we're listening for? What are we listening for? What does Shakespeare suggest about love at the beginning of the scene? All right, so this should happen right away on this first page. If you hear it, shout it out in the chat so we can stop reading. But what do we feel about love? Yep. All right. So Juliet enters this scene first. I sent the nurse at 9 o'clock. Maybe she can't find him. That can't be. Oh, she's so slow. Love's messengers should be thoughts, which fly 10 times faster than sunbeams. They should be strong enough to push shadows over the dark hills. That's the way doves carry Venus so fast. That's why Cupid has wings that let him fly as fast as the wind. Now it's noon. That's 3 hours since 9 o'clock, but she hasn't come back. If she was young and passionate, she'd move as fast as a ball. My words would bounce her to my sweet love, and his words would bounce her back to me. But a lot of old people act like they're already dead, sluggish, slow, fat, and colorless, like lead. The nurse and Peter enter. Oh my God, here she comes. Oh, sweet nurse, what news do you bring? Have you spoken to him? Send your man my way. Send your man away, sorry. Nurse. Peter, wait for me at the gate. Now, good sweet nurse, oh Lord, why do you look so sad? Even if the news is sad, tell me with a smile on your face. If the news is good, you're running the sweet news by playing a trick with a sour face like that. All right, guys. So what is Shakespeare talking and saying about love on this page? What evidence could we pull? What statements does Shakespeare make about love, but he's kind of saying it through other characters, like Juliet? And we're in Act 2, Scene 5, and I put a link to it. I'm going to put it one more time. So take a second, read through it and copy and paste a line for us that's about love. Carlos, I like that quote. So Juliet said that, love, the messages you want to share through love should be, Shakespeare believes it should happen instantly. Like we should be able to spread it quickly. And Carlos has great evidence that supports that. Zaya, look in Juliet's paragraph, right? The first thing that she says. At the bottom, like what does Juliet say about the difference between older people and younger people when it comes to love? That's really the quote I was looking for, and someone will find it. Jonathan, I think the second part is totally right. You put a little too much evidence here. So she's saying, if a younger person was giving this message between Romeo and Juliet, they would move really quickly. But the second part, I'm going to copy what Jonathan said. She said that because the nurse is giving this message, they don't feel like as passionately about love, or that things need to move this quickly, right? Young love happens fast. It's pretty instant, and people become like quickly obsessed with each other. All right. Our second question that we're listening for is going to happen in the next probably like 3 pages. So we're looking for evidence that lets us know why the nurse is such an important person in the story. Obviously, she's sharing the messages between the two kids, but let's see what direct evidence we can find of why she's important. All right, while I'm reading, you guys could be typing your answer to number 1. All right, the nurse says, I'm tired. Leave me alone for a minute. Oh, my bones ache so much. I've been running all over the place. Juliet. I wish you had my bones and I had your news. Come on, I beg you, speak, nurse, speak. Uh, who is the person that's saying, hi, I'm here? You gotta say your name, okay? Is that Jasir? All right, so we're down to 3 people missing. Good job, Jasir. Jasir, we're on day 11, and here's a link again to the Spark Notes that we're reading. All right. She says, the nurse says, sweet Jesus, you're in such a hurry. Can't you wait for a moment? Don't you see I'm out of breath? How can you be out of breath when you have enough breath to tell me that you're out of breath? The excuse you make to the delay of this news is longer than the news itself. Is the news good or bad? Answer the question. Tell me if it is good or bad, and I'll wait for the details. Tell me so I can be satisfied. Is it good or bad? Well, you've made a foolish choice. You don't know how to pick a man. Romeo? No, not him. Though his face is more handsome than any man's, and his legs are prettier. And as for his hands and feet and body, they're not much to speak of, and yet they're beyond compare. He's not the most polite man in the world, but believe me, he's as gentle as a lamb. Well, what do you want? Do what you want. Be good. Have you had lunch yet? No, I haven't had lunch. Everything you told me I already knew. What does he say about our marriage? What about that? Lord, what a head I've got. My head is pounding and it feels like it will break in 20 pieces. My back aches too. Oh, on the other side. My poor aching back. Curse your heart for sending me running all over town. I could get sick and die. Believe me. I'm sorry you're in pain. Sweet, sweet nurse, tell me, what did my love Romeo say? Your love says, like an honorable gentleman who is courteous, kind, handsome, and I believe virtuous. Where's your mother? Where is my mother? Why, she's inside. Where else would she be? Your answer is so strange. Your love says, like an honorable gentleman, where is your mother? Holy Mary, Mother of God. Are you this impatient? Come on. You're being ridiculous. Is this the cure for my aching bones? From now on, take your messages yourself. You're making such a fuss. Come on, what did Romeo say? Do you have permission to go out and take confession today? I do. Then hurry up and rush over to Friar Lawrence's cell. There's a husband there who's waiting to make you his wife. Now I see the blood rushing to your cheeks. You blush bright red as soon as you hear any news. Go to the church. I must go by a different path to get you a rope ladder. Your love will use it to climb to your window while it's dark. All right, this is where we're going to stop. So, guys, what evidence lets us know that the nurse right now is a very important character? What news does she bring to Juliet? So, Dennis, I need an exact quote. Yes, she's saying someone is waiting for her, but I need a quote from the text. What does she tell Juliet? And let's cite from the Shakespeare side. Yes, Carlos, or sorry, Noe, that's the right evidence. So, guys, if you see Noe's, but make sure it's not from the modern version. Let's see if we can find that on the Shakespeare side, the Shakespearean text. And guys, if someone is calling me right now, I keep rejecting a number. My office hours are like I'm teaching during my class periods, but you can call me if it's not 9:30 to 10:30, 10:30 to 11:30, or 1 to 2. I'm going to be teaching during those times, so I'm not going to answer phone calls. Camilla, yep, that's the evidence we should use for number 2. Okay. We're answering number 2, and Camilla just provided us with the correct evidence. Okay, and it's the Shakespeare evidence too. All right. Moving on, since we only have about 15 minutes left. It's the rest of these notes have to deal with our next scene, so we're actually not going to answer any more on today's page. This should leave you some time to make sure you have your do now done, question 1 and question 2. Okay, we'll add to day 11 tomorrow. If you're someone that didn't attend class yesterday, that should give you plenty of time to do the notes from yesterday. Okay, so we're not doing anything else besides just listening to me finish this scene. Okay. All right. The last thing she said was, "You blush bright red as soon as you hear any news. Go to church. I must go a different path to get a rope ladder. Your love will use it to climb up your window while it's dark. I do the drudge work for your pleasure, but soon you'll be doing a wife's work all night long. Go, I'll go to church. You go to Friar Lawrence's cell." Juliet says, wish me luck. Thank you, dear nurse. All right, guys. So we finished the scene. Again, the only things you should have done today are your do now for this scene, because tomorrow you'll start with that. All right. If anyone has any questions about yesterday's notes, here fits. Anything else from me before I log off? Leslie, again, if you're not home, if you want to attend Columbia or Pace, you're more than welcome to log in. Tyron, you're doing questions number 1 and 2. It is the slide that is green. Dennis asked, what do we do in math? Mr. Morgan, I think, sent you guys a message to try to log into Zoom. I have an account and I would love to log in class next period. So definitely let me know how it goes, because I would love to try Zoom in the future. Dennis, what don't you get? What do you need help with? What is Zoom? Zoom is an app. You can use it on your computer or your phone. Sorry, Zoom. It has like video conferencing, so he can kind of do what I'm doing now. He can talk to you. So, yes, Ashley, that was supposed to be at the start of class today. So if you could submit that, that would be good too. That was yesterday's reading. Does the evidence start with your love for a partner read? For your partner read, the evidence was I'll copy it for you, Zaya, okay? Zaya, here's one. That's a quote about love in that first scene. And this is the second one. And if it's lagging on your end, again, yesterday a lot of people were able to use the code for the free internet that's being provided. So maybe we can try to switch providers. But on my end, it shows up that I'm connected and it's going through. Did we do the game time slide yet? Nope, just the do now and the partner read. We only did 2 slides today, and that's fine because some people need to catch up on older notes. All right, people are starting to log off because you are going to be heading to math really soon. So I'll give you like some time between this class and math to make sure you are downloading what you need for him. And me and Miss Sui are going to reach out to the 4 people that missed class right now, okay? But I'll see you later, and if you need me, just message me, okay? Ashley, let me change the settings on it. That's probably why. I probably locked it for everybody. You should be able to do it now. I just turned it off, the locked settings. Okay. JJ, okay? All right, bye guys.